Hi, Mrs. Beck. It's Melissa. Um, I am doing this awesome project for English called the Gratitude Project, and we were told to contact that one person in our lives who had the biggest impact. And whether or not you know it or not, that person for me is actually you. So you should be super excited about that. And as part of my project, we had to write a letter to the person who had the most influence on our lives. So I have this super long letter, so bear with me as I read it to you, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so dear Mrs. Beck, besides my mom, who is completely biased, you were the first person to really believe in me. Um, you were the first person to actually tell me that I had any talent. I remember vividly the first time I walked into your classroom in 7th grade. I think it was like 1994. I was really scared of embarrassing myself, annoyed that my mom had made me sign up for choir because I was a total tomboy, and you went ahead and made me wear sequins. And I was also really nervous because I didn't know anyone at school. I was still new to Ramona, in fact. And then I had to do this whole new thing. Anyway, I sat in the back of your classroom for weeks. I sang along with everyone as a group, but I never tried to stand out. Then one day you mentioned that we were be performing a Mariah Carey song for our next set called Hero, and I was super excited. I had recently received this cassette as a gift and have been singing along with that song daily. I took a seat in the front row of class, and you asked if anyone would like to attempt the solo part and sing, and I raised my hand, and you said that I could go, I think it was second, after another girl did the solo. Um, I didn't stand up because, I was too scared of judgment, and then it was my turn. And I just stared at the blackboard and sang my little heart out, and you gave me this look that I can't really describe it. It was, I don't know if it was surprise or pride or what, but you made a comment about how good I did at that point, 7th grade. And I figured you just had to say that. After class was over, though, you took me aside. And, hang on, I have to turn the page. Um, you took me aside and you actually called me over to the piano, and I recall you asking why I hadn't volunteered to sing solos before, and I told you that I couldn't read music and I had never been in choir before and I was kind of shy. You said that I sang very well and I should actually try out for the solo of Hero when the time came. Told you I would do just that. I don't actually remember the tryouts at all, but I remember getting the solo, which is awesome. And I also remember not telling my mom. Man, was she was surprised when I sang at karaoke cabaret night. I will never forget all the amazing things that you taught me over the years. You taught me watermelon cantaloupe. You introduced me to musicals. You gave me a chance at learning the technical stuff about microphones and the soundboards. And you taught me. I tried and failed miserably, but you taught me to dance. I'm terrible at it. But as part of that, I learned that when you make a mistake, you just smile, keep moving on, and usually the only person that notices is yourself, which is not true. Everybody noticed that I can't dance. But you made me feel important and special, and your teachings didn't just stop in the classroom. You were more than a teacher. You were a confidant. You taught me lessons which I have still carried throughout my life to this day. You saw me through heartache. You saw me through new love a few times. You were actually the primary catalyst for when Matt and I started dating. Whether or not you knew that, but you were. You're actually partially responsible for my marriage, so thank you. Had you not allowed Matt to come back in 1999 and be the drummer for show choir and for play productions, we may never have been a couple. I am a huge sap, and I actually save everything. I have all my yearbooks, and I have read the inscription that you wrote in my senior yearbook over and over and over and over. It's my absolute favoritist inscription in my yearbook. And I'm going to read it to you because it's beautiful and I love it. It says, "You have been one of my top 5 students of all time for quite a while. You are beautiful, talented, and your positive nature and enthusiasm for performance has been wonderful. Thank you for your undying support and dedication to choir, play productions, and to me as your teacher. You truly have a natural talent and beautiful voice that is quite versatile. I hope that you are able to continue to share it with others, and I will continue to admire and love you and your voice, whether it be in front of an adoring crowd of thousands or the adoring eyes of your own child. The first time I read that, I was graduating high school, and after having you as my teacher for 6 years, I had big dreams of fame and fortune, flashy, and my fallback was probably to be a music teacher. It was my love. I wanted to be like you. And as you well know, plans change, dreams fade away. I had my first baby when I was just 19. I never finished my first semester of college because of this new life that I was starting. However, I was never unhappy about that. I took to heart what you had said. I sang my heart out to my audience of one, my little baby girl, and I realized that was enough for me. And I really do thank you for that. That little baby is now 13, which is about the age I was when I met you. And she has a love for music, just like both of her parents, and you would be super impressed by her. She's president of her Glee Club at her middle school, and I have mentioned you often trying to help her here and there with that. As a teacher, though, I'm sure you're aware of all the lives that you affect and the part that you play in your students' futures. But I want you to realize that you didn't just have an effect on the students, me and my husband, but also a lasting impact on our parenting as we try to pass along some of those methodologies to our kids as well. Got 3. Your impact is far greater than you may well know. I just want to say thank you so much for believing in me, and I can only imagine the countless other students that you have mentored over the years, and I'm positive that I'm not the only one who feels that you are the greatest mentor in their life. Sincerely me. Thank you.